Well, hi, all my friends. It's Miss Bryant here, and today we're going to read a couple of stories by Kevin Henkes. And I bet you've read some of these stories before. These are super popular stories, especially in first grade. And here we go. Lily and the Purple Plastic Purse is going to be our first one that we're going to read. All right, here we go. Lily's Purple Plastic Purse by Kevin Henkes. Lily loved school. She loved pointy pencils, she loved squeaky chalk, and she loved the way her boots went clickety clickety click when she walked down the shiny hallways. Lily loved the privacy of her very own desk. She loved fish sticks and chocolate milk every Friday in the lunchroom, and most of all, she loved her teacher, Mr. Slinger. Mr. Slinger was sharp as a tack. He wore artistic shirts. He wore glasses with on a chain around his neck. He wore a different colored tie for each day of the week. Wow, said Lily. That's about all she could say was wow. Instead of greeting students or good morning pupils, Mr. Slinger winked and said, howdy. He thought that desks and rows were old-fashioned and boring. Do you rodents think you can handle a semicircle? Then he always provided the most tasty snacks, things that were curly and crunchy and cheesy. I want to be a teacher when I grow up, said Lily. Me too, said her friends, Chester, Wilson, and Victor. At home, Lily pretended to be Mr. Slinger. I'm the teacher, she told her baby brother Julius. Listen up. Lily even wanted her own set of deluxe picture encyclopedias. Well, I have to stop really quick because you probably don't even know really what an encyclopedia is. So when I was your age, if you wanted to find out about aardvarks or about the moon or about different trees, you had to look in books called encyclopedias. And so people would have to buy a whole set. There'd be like 30 big books that you'd have to have at your house. And now, do you know what we have, boys and girls? We have the internet. So we don't have to have all those books anymore. That's so crazy, isn't it? What's with Lily? Asked her mother. I thought she wanted to be a surgeon or an ambulance driver or a diva, said her father. It must be because her new teacher, Mr. Slinger, said her mother. Wow, said her father. That's about all he could say was wow. Whenever the students had free time, they were permitted to go to the light bulb lab in the back of the classroom. They expressed their ideas creatively through drawing and writing. Lily often. She had lots of ideas. She drew pictures of Mr. Slinger. She wrote stories about him too. During sharing time, Lily showed her creations to the entire class. Wow, said Mr. Slinger. That was about all he could say was wow. When Mr. Slinger had bus duty, Lily stood in line, even though she didn't ride the bus. Lily raised her hand more than anyone in the class, even if she didn't know the answer. And she volunteered to stay after school and clap the erasers. I want to be a teacher when I grow up, said Lily. Excellent choice, said Mr. Slinger. One Monday morning, Lily came to school especially happy. She had gone shopping with her Grammy over the weekend. Lily had a new pair of movie star sunglasses, complete with glittery diamonds and a chain like Mr. Slinger's. She had 3 shiny quarters, and best of all, she had a brand new purple plastic purse that played a jaunty tune when it was open. Ooh, what about that word jaunty? I feel like I'm going to have to look that up. What do you think it means? It played a jaunty tune. We're going to find out about that. Lily wanted to show everyone. Not now, said Mr. Slinger. Listen to our story. Lily had a hard time listening. Lily wanted to show everyone. Not now, said Mr. Slinger. Let's be considerate of our classmates. Lily had a hard time being considerate. Lily really wanted to show everyone. Not now, said Mr. Slinger. Wait until recess or sharing time. But Lily couldn't wait. The glasses were too glittery, the quarters were too shiny, and the purse played such nice music. Not to mention how excellent it was for storing school supplies. Look, Lily whispered fiercely. Look, everybody. Look what I've got. Everyone looked, including Mr. Slinger. He was not amused. I'll just keep your things on my desk until the end of the day, said Mr. Slinger. They'll be safe there. And then you can take them home. Lily's stomach lurched. She felt like crying. Her glasses were gone. Her quarters were gone. Her purple plastic purse was gone. Lily longed for her purse all morning. She was even too sad to eat the snack Mr. Slinger served before recess. That afternoon, Lily went to the light bulb lab. She was still very sad. She thought and she thought and she thought, and then she became angry. She thought, and she became more, and then became furious. She thought and she thought and she thought a bit longer, and then she drew a picture of Mr. Slinger. Right before the last bell rang, Lily sneaked the drawing into Mr. Slinger's bag. This is not a very nice picture of Mr. Slinger, but I'm going to read to you what they say on it. It says, "Big fat mean Mr. Stealing Teacher." And she gave him claws that were stealing the purse. "Wanted by the FBI. P.S. I do not want to be a teacher when I grow up." But she doesn't mean that. She loves Mr. Slinger. When all the students were buttoned and zipped and snapped and tied and ready to go home, Mr. Slinger strolled over and gave Lily her purple plastic purse back. "It's a beautiful purse," said Mr. Slinger. "Your quarters are nice and jingly, and those glasses are absolutely fabulous. You may bring them back to school as long as you don't disturb the rest of the class." "I do not want to be a teacher when I grow up," Lily said as she marched out of the classroom. On the way home, Lily opened her purse. Her glasses and her quarters were inside. And so was a note from Mr. Slinger. It said, "Today was a difficult day. Tomorrow will be better." There was also a small bag of tasty snacks at the bottom of the purse. Oh no! How do you think Lily's feeling now? So she even said something not nice to her teacher. And then over here it says Lily's stomach lurched. She felt like crying. She felt simply awful. Lily ran all the way home and told her mother and father everything. Oh, I bet she's feeling really bad. Instead of watching her favorite cartoons, Lily decided to sit in the uncooperative chair. "I'll stay here a million years for Mr. Slinger. Why does everything always happen to me? 1051, 1052, 1099. That night, Lily drew a new picture of Mr. Slinger and wrote a story about him too. Lily was really, really sorry, so everyone forgave her, even her parents, even her stinky baby brother, and especially her incredible teacher. And then the sun shined its smiley face down on everyone and everything, even the bugs and the worms. The end. And then over here, this picture. So she drew a new picture of Mr. Slinger. It says, "Listen up, I forgive everybody." And that's over here. It says, "I'm really, 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 really sorry." That's what Lily's saying. And kind and good and nice could be the principal. What do you think Mr. Slinger is going to think when he sees this picture? Lily's mother wrote a note, and Lily's father baked some tasty snacks for Lily to take to school the next day. "I think Mr. Slinger will understand," said Lily's mother. "I know he will," said Lily's father. The next morning, Lily got to school early. "These are for you," Lily said to Mr. Slinger, "because I'm really, 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 really sorry." Okay, what do you think he's going to say? Is he going to say, "Whatever, I'm not taking your apology"? Or is he going to say, "I forgive you, Lily"? What do you think? Mr. Slinger read the story, and then he looked at the picture. And he read the note, and he sampled the snacks. "Wow," said Mr. Slinger. That was just about all he could say was, "Wow." "What do you think we should do with this?" asked Mr. Slinger. "Could we just throw it away?" asked Lily. "Excellent idea," said Mr. Slinger. "It's like having an extra pocket with a radio inside. 3/4 are even better than $1 because they make noise. Glamorous protection from harmful rays." So during sharing time, Lily demonstrated the many uses of her unique qualities of her purple plastic purse, her shiny quarters, and her glittery movie star sunglasses. Then she did a little performance using props. It's called an interpretive dance, said Lily. Mr. Slinger joined in. Wow, said the entire class. That's about all he could say was wow. Throughout the rest of the day, Lily's purse and quarters and sunglasses were tucked safely inside of her desk. She peeked at them often, but did not disturb a soul. Right before the last bell rang, Mr. Slinger served Lily's snacks to everyone's delight. What do you want to be when you grow up? Asked Mr. Slinger. A teacher, everyone responded. Lily's response was the loudest. Excellent choice, said Mr. Slinger. As the pupils filed out of the classroom, Lily held her purple plastic purse close to her heart. Mr. Slinger was right. It had been a better day. Lily ran and skipped and hopped and flew all the way home. She was so happy, and she had really did want to be a teacher when she grew up. That is, when she didn't want to be a dancer or a surgeon or an ambulance driver or a diva, a pilot or a hairdresser or a scuba diver. Well, my friends, what do you want to be when you grow up? You know what? Miss Bryant is still trying to figure that out. I'm still trying to figure out what I want to be when I grow up. Is that funny? Anyway, think about it. Did you like this story? All right, we're going to read some other stories today too, and they're by the same author, Kevin Henkes. Here we go. Let me show you. So we had Lily's purple plastic purse. We're also going to read Julius, the baby of the world. And notice it's got little mice. Look at, there's a little mouse in this story too. And Chrysanthemum. A mouse in this too. Oh, look at this cute little baby chrysanthemum. All right. So stay tuned. We got some more Kevin Henkes stories.